have one chance to give me one good reason why you were in my sleeping bag.
I mean, it was warm. Weren't you warm last night? You could have froze. We both could have froze. Like, it was a pretty chilly night. Wasn't it serious?
So do I have to roll?
No.
Players don't roll against players.
Wait, what do you want to do?
What do you think?
You want to shoot him? Yes, you have to roll to shoot him.
It just bounces off my leather. My cloth.
Fuck. I have to figure out how to use this character sheet again. Hold on.
Bounces off your loincloth.
Damn, that'd be a horrible roll.
The reason that you have to roll, you're not rolling against him. I mean, technically,
I'm rolling
you are.
against his
You're rolling
AC.
against yourself. You're having to exceed something else with your own performance, your ability, right?
Okay. So I shot my longbow.
What's
at
your
him.
AC?
12.
Okay, so he hits you for 2 damage.
Ow.
Didn't you go down in the last combat?
Yeah, I did.
But I healed him.
Yeah.
All right. And then I put my bow down and I say, all right, now I better never see you near my sleeping bag again.
Jeez.
And I'll walk over and
Go roll it up for him.
I'm going to walk over, crawl back into my tent, and start to go back to sleep.
Jeez, I guess I had to buy him drinks first.
So, you've got an arrow sticking into you.
Yeah, I'll sit there for a minute.
Where are you going to sleep? And is anyone keeping watch? And are you guys sleeping in to make up for the sleep you lost? Keep in mind, just because you woke up doesn't mean all the sleep that you lost has been wasted. But as much time as you spend awake, what I'm trying to say is you'll have to sleep a little bit longer to get a full rest. Fuck.
All right. So
Ugh.
I want to try to cut this the scaly monster and like use its skin. I know. I still have the arrow. I'm just ignoring that.
Wait, what are you doing?
I want to attempt to
He's skinning it.
skin this beast,
It's not a beast.
whatever the hell it is.
I mean, like, some people might
Humanoid.
think it's a beast. It's a beast the way an orc is a beast.
Yeah, so I'll skin it.
Hurtful.
An orc isn't a beast.
The humanoid that's not human.
Automatic.
Excuse me.
You're half.
You guys have 3D dice enabled? Why
Yeah,
are
I
my
do.
dice black?
Can't read anything. So should I
Okay.
have to roll, or should I just?
Oh, shite! What are you rolling for?
No, I'm just asking if I have to roll because I want to like skin this guy and use him as like an overcoat.
Do you have the tools to do that? Do you have the, like, maybe profession or craft leather? Leatherworking,
No.
maybe? Profession leatherworking or craft leather?
I mean, it wasn't planning on tanning it, just like cutting the skin off the body and then draping it over myself.
I mean, you can mutilate the corpse and do that.
I can do that.
But I don't think that, like, unless you have the skill to leatherwork something, I don't think you can do that.
You know what else you can do to that corpse?
Fuck it.
Ew,
you
no,
know that
throw it.
Did you know that necrophilia is one of the clear indications of actual psychoses in people? If someone wants to fuck a corpse, there actually might be something wrong with them.
You
Opposed to
think?
other- Opposed to
didn't know.
other fetishes or perversions of that people might call perverted. Like, that's one that's actually tied to it. Why are we talking about this? We're playing D&D. Why'd you bring this up?
You started.
You're the one that brought it up.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
So, who? What do you?
Very
what should I be-
descriptive over online voice comms.
Anyway, well, what did you say, George?
And what the hell can I do with this body then?
Like I said, you could probably mutilate it. You could also move it so it doesn't start rotting right next to your camp.
Ooh. Okay.
But does lizard taste good?
You could also potentially try to prepare its meat as food.
I'm also going to try that.
What means do you have to do that?
I have a dagger, and you have a fire already, so really just getting sticks and putting it on.
I guess
sticks and
maybe
hoping
roll
it's good.
survival.
Do you really want to eat intelligent creature?
Yes, I'm going to.
I
But what do I
mean,
get?
If it's tasty.
Yeah, you're able to get a couple cuts and put it on the fire. Are you putting it on it? Are you spitting it? What are you doing?
I'm gonna try the first bit, like without spitting it yet, just kind of holding it with a stick above the fire. Cooking it
Okay.
the old-fashioned
Wait,
way, like a
So you
marshmallow.
aren't going to sleep?
Not yet.
Okay.
I still have the syrup. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do.
So
with it yet.
the fire is like kind of low. Are you putting things on it to heat it, or are you using the coals? And are you sticking the thing in the ground, or you said you're holding the stick? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just holding
Okay.
it near the fire.
So I guess you're keeping watch.
I guess so. Like not tentatively, but I'm awake.
Are you staying awake, Therazar?
Once he's done.
You're the one who noticed. I mean, you were the one who was awake and got the spear thrown at you and everything. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take care of myself and then probably doze off here.
Okay. What about your bear?
Same story. Most likely.
And I saw you say that you're tending to your wounds.
Yeah. When
Are
I'm
you
done
still
with...
injured?
I didn't
You are.
regain health. I just
No,
have a
you
hole
didn't.
in my shoulder. So
The two bards and the druid, just for anyone not familiar with Pathfinder, should have access to healing spells.
I already used mine.
Yeah, I know. You used it to get George up, who consequently lost 2 more points when he didn't answer satisfactory to Arthur.
yeah, I don't have any more spells today.
What is this picture, Arthur? Is that your character? Arthur? Vlad! What the fuck? Is he not here?
I don't know. I haven't heard him.
Also, can you guys change your names in... don't worry about it. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a while, like... Unless you have proper cooking tools, which you might. Do you have an adventuring kit?
No, I have thieves' tools. I can improvise with them.
No, though that's not... You'll ruin your thieves' tools if you try to do that.
All right.
Because these tools are like lockpicks.
It's not just lockpicks, like, there are also other things in there.
Yeah, but
But
I doubt
yeah.
one of them is a crowbar.
Like, I'm talking about pans, or, like, metal grates, or anything that would
No,
allow
I
you
don't have
to
any.
evenly distribute heat.
I think I'm just gonna have to get sticks and put it on a spit.
All I'm saying that, like, from what you're telling me right now, I feel like it's going to take you, like, an hour to get the meat even
I
slightly
have an
cooked.
iron pot.
Are you offering it to him?
Sure. I see he's trying to cook something. I take the pot out of my
God.
backpack and set it on the ground next to the fire.
I kind of shift over to it, put the food in there, and then I just start cooking over the fire with it.
Okay. That'll take much less time. That'll probably take 20 minutes at the most. And unless anyone else is doing anything in that time will pass. The night will be twinkly with stars. Very chilly. And you'll have yourself some... what would it be called? Some fried lizardman meat.
Just call it meat. Or
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah. What's his
Yeah,
name?
the
Knows all
stores.
about him.
They were slithering. Were they fucking Naga?
No. They have 2
Okay.
legs.
So they're just
Okay,
like
It's
so that
also
means-
worth mentioning that what's his name? What's your name, man?
Who?
Cyrus. Cyrus knew about these things quite a lot, and I don't know if I mentioned this before or what, but like Cyrus would also be aware that that like it was behaving very strangely for what he knows about lizardmen in general.
Okay. The fact that we know it's on 2 legs and we remember those slithering trails, these are not the same thing. These are not the same thing that stole that trap.
That would probably be an astute observation, yeah.
I'm asleep, so I did not convey that info.
I think it's
Yeah,
just
and
something
he
your
hasn't-
ranger character would know. And that's why I said it out of character, because it's just something we would have noticed.
Yeah, because he has 2 legs. But it may not have crossed the character's mind, so you may want to talk to them in character. So George has gone, not George. Cyrus is in bed, Arthur is in bed, Therazar is laying down after tending to his wounds and offering his pot. George has moved over here.
Out of context.
Why?
Offering him his pot.
Oh, that's actually funnier than you guys know.
Somebody's getting lit. It's probably Sky. Because
Nope.
he has no morals.
Fucking druids.
I don't live in a state where it's legal.
That doesn't mean really anything now.
It does to me. If it were legal, I might cook with it occasionally.
You
Look
can-
with it. You have some edibles.
This is another
I don't
conversation.
want to smoke anything.
Yeah,
I
this
get
is
enough
another
shit in my lungs as
conversation.
it is.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
let's go back to the game. So what do you do after it's cooked?
I eat one little bit and put the rest in one of my pouches.
Okay, so it's very greasy, very gamey, and it's similar to chicken.
Perfect. The pouch is like a water skin anyway, so. Oh, that's for later, Grizz. It's when you show me you're being good. You're being very helpful. And if you need a snack,
Oh no. So add
I
that
got
to
you,
your when you guys actually pick something up, you need to add it to your inventory so that it's there. If it's not in your inventory, I will assume you don't have it. And if it's not there when I go and look to see if you have it, you don't have it. So make sure that you keep your inventories accurate on your character sheets in Roll20. All right, so you go to bed.
how many pieces did I get, by the way?
Did you cook it all? You said you were only cooking one
I
piece.
cooked it all, so it'd be like
So it'd be 3 pieces, which would be effectively 3 rations worth of meat. That is.
3 rations worth of humanized sized fat?
There's not
Yeah.
really a lot of meat on humans.
And not only
it's
that,
just a
he
leg.
didn't. He wasn't particularly adept at skinning things. He just knew how to get the best cuts off of something to survive. So, like, he didn't butcher it and like quarter it and like get all the stuff out. He got some chunks of meat off of it. Also, I need to make some rolls. Hold on.
Oh, on a side note.
Okay.
Can you
What's
guys I guess can each of the player characters like think of something like, I know you guys all have backstories, but I can't access them. If you guys could think of something to say for like a minute or 2 minutes of describing your character, so that way I can record it and put like a thing out about it.
Cool.
If you guys would be down for that, that is.
yeah, later.
Oh yeah, later. I'm just saying, think about it.
Oh God, I have to talk.
You have no problem.
So you all
talking,
wake
trust
up
me.
when your bodies are able, since there's no one on watch. Whoever, it's probably Arthur who wakes up first. You do notice that you guys have woken up a little bit. You Arthur are waking up a little bit later than you have the past couple mornings, and everyone else is still asleep.
I'll go and walk out to the campfire.
Okay. There's a pot on it, empty. I think George is sleeping right next to the fire. I can't tell though.
Yeah, a little next to it. It's curled up a little bit.
Spoon him.
I can't remember if we've been over this or not, but whatever was in the water, was it boil offable?
That never really came up.
Okay. I thought it did at some point. I just couldn't remember the answer. I guess I'm going to. Who was on guard? Is anyone still awake?
No one was on guard.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick survey around the camp, see if it's still all in one piece. If anything's lurking.
You don't see anything but the corpse of the what do you call it? The lizard man that you killed last night. It's like all ripped apart and cut open. Like you can see its innards, and it's started to swell a little bit.
Oh, god damn it. Can I see specifically like what cut it? If it was a blade or...
I don't know. Roll your survival.
Wouldn't that be more of a knowledge check?
That's what I thought, but it's
Knowledge what, though?
Knowledge,
Medicine.
knowledge survival.
There's no knowledge survival.
Interesting.
There's only like 7 knowledges. Yeah, it's very clearly cut with a knife.
I look back over at George with disgust, and I start to move the body away from the camp.
I like how you just assume that it's George. You have no idea. You just assumed.
Well, to be fair, he's acted eccentric thus far.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and just start dragging it yonder.
You're not waking anyone else up. So probably whoa, where's Kolob?
Oh, sorry.
You're not on roll 20.
Sorry.
You wake up next.
Where I wake up?
Huh?
I'll wake up and I guess start making a breakfast for myself or something.
Just having
Feed my
breakfast or
llama.
something. A what?
Yeah.
His llama
Feeding
that we
my llama.
all forget about.
Feeding the llama. Right,
Even though
gotcha.
it's on my up picture all the
Yep.
time.
Yep. Cool. And then Therazar, you'll wake up a bit after that, probably as the llama starts to be thingy roused. Llamas are actually really nice to sleep next to, I'm sure.
probably really soft and
Or at least warm,
I
Warm.
could have cut up against
because
that.
they're fluffy. What are you doing, Therazar?
Which way's the forest?
No, that's your... What? Which way's the forest? It's just north of you guys.
Which way's north?
That way. You can see the forest. Oops.
I'm just surveying that direction. Since that's
Okay.
the direction the thing came from.
Well, no, this was north.
Yeah, I know, but the Naga was...
It came from over here. It's not a Naga, it's a lizard man.
Yeah, I know. It's just the first word that came to mind.
Gotcha.
You want me to roll for that?
No, it's fine. There doesn't seem like there's anything moving. Actually, do roll perception, but not because you're looking for something else entirely that I just remembered.
Okay. Shoot, where is it?
So, how far are you moving that corpse? Like over here?
Apparently I still had Grizz selected, but that was Therazar's perception.
Yeah, you know, nothing stands out. It's a pretty pristine morning.
Okay.
And then George would wake up. And everyone else is up doing things. And so, what is the plan for today for you guys?
Hold on a sec.
Probably the usual. Go to the forest,
Try
do
to
stuff.
think, take over the world.
Did you spell ingredients wrong?
I might have.
Anyways.
No, it wasn't her. It was whatever the hell that girl's name was.
Yeah,
What
that's
name?
right. She wrote the list. Laurel.
Oh yeah.
Laurel,
yeah.
yes, love of my life.
For the last
Yeah, that's who
48
she is.
hours.
So she showed you absolutely no reciprocation to your affections, and even
Well, she did reciprocate, but it was kind of like, get out of here.
It was only because
Just
it
playing
was
hard
late.
to get.
oh my goodness. So
Okay.
yeah, what's the plan? What are you doing?
I walk back with the list in hand and show them all the lists and like, so, which one do you guys want to go for first? Again,
I
the
see it.
list has rats. Can you guys see the list?
No.
It's got. I'll just read it out. So I read out the list. We're looking for a rat's tail, some iron blood bloom mushrooms, and elderwood mold. All of which sounds fantastic.
It's worth mentioning it's not a rat's tail. It should be noted on there. If it's not, you can change it. It's
Can I?
it's a plant that's called a rat's tail.
One thing, do we know what exactly we're looking for? Like what that bloom looks like?
Did
And
she
the
show me?
mushroom?
Did she show
Some
me
people
pictures?
might. Some of you guys might have heard of this stuff before.
Um,
No, she did not show you pictures.
you asked me.
She described
and,
them though.
Can I roll knowledge of nature to see if I remember? So I spent a lot of time in the nature. You know,
We have a
Just a second.
druid and a ranger. Somebody should know that.
between the ranger and I, we should know just about every plant in the forest.
Yep. Go ahead and roll knowledge nature. Let's just say this roll is for all of those things.
So trying to remember what it looks like and where I might find it.
Or if we passed any so far.
Yeah, you're fairly familiar with this. You're thinking the hardest one in terms of like where to get it is going to be the elderwood mold. The other two are you just have to find them, but they definitely grow in this region.
Alright, so I'm thinking she put these in this order for a specific reason. So let's just start at the top and look for that rat's tail.
Sounds good. Where can we find it?
I have a rough idea.
Okay, Rat's Tail, come here.
Are you reading the ingredients list?
Yeah.
Because it says like I want to make sure you're aware that that's
Yeah, I'm
that
reading
was
it, but it
written
just
by her.
doesn't. Yeah, it says she wrote here that Ola's Mila is likely the best way to get any of it, or best bet to get any of this. She didn't tell me if it was a person or a place. So, oh wait, hold on. No, it says she's a witch here. It's scribbled really fast. I'm not really sure. So there's a witch around here. Anybody familiar with where a witch might be staying?
At your mom's house.
Oh, look at him! Look what he got!
I take the back of my quarterstaff and kind of tap him on the back. Kind of.
Only joking.
You want me to roll strength for that so I can accidentally knock him out like the last guy I tried to do that to?
Only if you're trying to.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you hoping for critical success or critical failure?
It's also worth mentioning you all got a full night's rest, so anything you have to do for your spells, you can do them today.
Woo. My AC is 12. Do you want to count that?
That doesn't hit then. It wasn't designed to do damage, so that would make sense.
There we go.
Just be like, stop screwing around.
No meat for you.
So some of you might know where Uliz Mila's hut is.
Did you put that
Anyone-
in again?
Who can roll, like, maybe you know it based on geography and where it's been described, just locally, or maybe you've been there and you're familiar with the local area, local or geography.
I've been in a tavern all day.
I might know the area.
Yeah, but you remember you're still like roughly from this region. You may not have spent much time in Falcon's Hollow.
So
But, like-
Therazar says, I might have an idea of where her place is. I'm not entirely sure. I've only been here for a little while. Why does it say that's untrained? Oh, that's why. I forgot to uncheck the requires training box. I do have a check mark there for it, though. So,
Okay. That was what
Sounds
kind
like-
of roll?
that was a knowledge of geography. To try see if
Yeah.
I remember where it is.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go there.
It's on the far side of the forest, though, almost to the end of it on the other side.
I mean, if we find something on the way, better.
Do I know how far it is to the other side?
If it was a straight path,
More like days travel.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are able to make a straight path in the direction you're pretty sure that her hut is, it's probably 3 days from the edge of the forest.
Glad
Maybe
you were gonna say
2.
something.
I would like to point out the fact that I've been coughing up blood for multiple days now. The witch is
speaking
not
of
going
which,
anywhere.
everyone loses a point of constitution, except for Therazar.
So my bear included.
Yep.
Is that just a straight
Yep.
stat loss?
Your HP will not change until 24-hour period has gone by. But
Okay.
this morning you guys are feeling extra shitty.
Constitution, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So is your character saying something, Vlad, or are you just reminding everybody that we're all coughing up blood except for me?
We should probably search for the plants, cure this, and then do anything we need to with the witch.
The witch is where Laurel said we'd have the best chance of finding the first plant.
All right, I'll start looking for the plants.
You guys aren't at the forest yet. You have another day's journey before you get there.
No, we camped
I know.
outside the forest last time.
Did you?
Yeah, we're like,
Okay.
we can
I'm
see
fine
the
with
edge
that.
of the forest. Yeah,
I
we're only a
seem to
couple
remember
hundred
that-
yards.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I'm whistling and calling the rat's tail like a dog.
Therazar shouts out, "You idiot, it's a plant, not an animal."
Don't be so mean to it. It has feelings too.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's gonna lose feeling in a couple minutes here.
Oh, stop.
Is it really that cold here?
Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I should have brought a bigger blanket.
Dang, man.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start walking towards the forest.
Before you do that, Therazar asks if everybody has water.
I completely ignore the question.
Yes, I have water.
I don't.
So Therazar picks up his iron pot that's still on the ground and puts it, like, moves it over in front of him and casts Create Water, filling it up with pure water.
Can't you cast that basically infinitely?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah. It just takes the time that it takes to cast, like 6
Yeah.
seconds or whatever.
And it is pure, clean drinking water, so...
That is true.
I'll go ahead and dump out my water skin and refill it with the clean water.
Okay.
Grizz is standing over it, eagerly waiting for everybody to finish filling their bottles so he can drink up the rest of it.
And then I assume you guys are heading towards the forest, correct?
That is the way Arthur was leading, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so it probably takes you like 10 minutes if it's only like 100 feet away. Is that what you guys said?
It's like
What I
100
said.
yards.
100
Couple-
yards, then 10 minutes, whatever. 5 minutes maybe. But yeah, once you do get in, the sun is very blotted out. It's a fairly thick forest, and the terrain changes. It becomes much more smooth in terms of between the trees. Much like this, actually, except this is along a path, and you're not necessarily on a path. It's what the heck? What the heck? There we go.
Oh, okay.
Much like that image there, except that that's the undergrowth is really thick there, and they're really thick close together. So that's actually a really terrible example of what I'm talking about.
It's like if it was all like the path.
So
yeah,
it's,
but that is a path, whereas this is not. It's open. Like you're
it's like
looking
a
at maybe.
redwood forest, basically. Really high leaf canopy, really dead undergrowth.
And so yeah, like where exactly are you trying to head towards Uzalima or whatever her name is?
Yep, since one of the plants we're looking for is going to be around there.
Well, it's just that's all you'd mentioned as to what direction. So I want to know like what the plan was in terms of what your heading was. But Therazar does have a pretty good idea as to where she is, at least the general area.
The entire time I'm keeping an eye out for potential predators in this forest.
Mm-hmm.
Grizz and I are kind of like flanking Arthur, probably 20 feet off to one of his sides.
Wait, so you guys are not walking in like a line or anything? You're spread apart, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, at least you two are. What about the rest of you? Do you have any
Well,
intentions on walking in a specific way that is important to you?
Just
I'm
walking.
completely relaxed because we have a druid and a ranger in a party. So I mean, that's their job. I'm just playing my loot on the llama. They can take care of it. It's a forest. I only provide the soundtrack for this game.
Therazar is flanking because he knows that. Ooh, birds! I knew that one. But he's flanking because he knows that Arthur and him are both have like ranged abilities and are better when they're fighting from afar. So he thought it best to give a little distance. And he just has a general distaste for group of people.
Ow.
Cat bite your leg.
What's
Okay.
going on over there?
Trying to make things do things.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So you're riding your llama, playing your lute. George said he was doing something, but I didn't hear him. Say it again.
Oh, I was just kind of like, just loosely following.
So you guys walk for a couple hours, and you're following basically Therazar's directions. You may a couple times say, "Wait a minute, we've gotten off. We need to go this way," and there are a number of ways you could tell what direction because the canopy isn't 100% thick. There are some gaps between the trees where it opens up, and you can see the sun and the sky and everything, and the light gets through.
Because the witch's place is it like due north? Is it roughly north? Do I know that?
From where you guys were when you like looked around and oriented yourself to where you're aware that her hut is, she was northwest of you, not
Okay.
directly north, but almost directly north.
Okay.
And that it's for the majority of the day. This is about what it's like. I put some lute music in there because you can hear Cyrus playing his lute like slightly. Can you guys hear it? It's really quiet. It's supposed to be.
I don't hear.
I don't hear a thing.
No.
Really?
There it is.
Now I can hear it.
I hear it now. I hear it.
I'm not saying this is exactly what you're playing, but it is a lute that's playing this. So it took me a bit to find one that didn't have vocals. Okay. I want you all to roll off.
What do you mean by that?
Roll
Actually-
on.
Oh, what?
Don't worry about rolling off.
What when you say roll off? What do you mean?
I mean, I want you to roll the same kind of die, and I hadn't told you what kind.
Okay.
Because I think there's a better way of doing this. George,
Vlad, wrong character.
so you guys end up coming across a deer trail that's heading in the general direction that you guys are. It makes traveling quite a bit easier. And then, like right in the middle of it, up ahead, from who wants to be in front? I imagine it'd be Therazar since Therazar is leading, but if not, that's fine. Who's leading your path?
Therazar is.
I'm gonna go ahead and let Therazar lead. Yeah.
So Therazar is up in front, and you see a dead rabbit in the middle of the deer trail.
I bend down to examine it.
Oh, so you walk over to look at it?
Yeah, I saw a dead creature. That kind of concerns me.
Is anyone else following him or anyone doing anything?
Grizz is kind of
I'm-
behind me, evaluating the environment a little bit more than I am.
And you're on a llama. And I imagine
he
that...
can take care of it.
Sorry, I kind of cut off
Okay.
Vlad there.
George, what are you doing?
I'm still loosely following, thinking about Laurel.
Okay, so George and... I can't remember names.
There's Cyrus and Arthur yet.
Nope. Therazar and George. Pretty sure.
I don't think... I cut Arthur off so he didn't get a chance to say what he was doing.
No, Arthur said he was letting you deal with it. He was waiting for you. Wait,
He was
Okay,
trying to
what'd
say
you say?
something else.
go ahead.
I take out my bow and get it ready just in case, and I am doing a check for tracks at a distance.
Yeah, sorry for cutting you off, Vlad. I didn't mean to.
Dang.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Are you serious?
No,
You heard
what's
what
up?
he's trying to do, didn't you?
I didn't. Sorry.
How did you...
Oh my god! I
What do you-
elaborated it.
He's
Say it
checking
again,
for
please.
tracks at a distance, but he has his bow out.
You're looking for tracks?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 19.
Well, something's happening right now, and I'm making sure that I'm telling the people who
Is it
it's happening
something
to what they
related
need
to
to know.
tracks? Because if it's related
Nope,
to tracks,
it's
I'm gonna
not
be
related
dead.
to you. You're looking for traps.
Gay.
Fine.
I'm looking for tracks, not traps. They're gay.
They're not gay.
Well, I mean, definition-wise, I mean, I feel like the statement
A
isn't
feminine
inaccurate.
form is not gay. Let's not
Well,
talk about this. We're
I mean-
playing D&D.
Traps are. Let's go.
Not a feminine form when it's got a penis.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I need both of you, George and Therazar, to make reflex saves.
Fuck.
Okay, as you both, so George is walking along like with his head in the clouds, thinking about a woman who he is infatuated with, and Therazar is approaching the dead rabbit in the middle of the road. And as you approach it, just as you're about to get to it, both of you fall through a pit that was covered very, very prestigiously. Not prestige is not the right word.
I was gonna say, does it have like gold medals and purple cloth around it?
Nope, that's the wrong word.
Precisely? Is that a better word?
No, expertly.
I suppose it doesn't matter now that we've found it. Quote unquote.
And you both take 3 damage.
Merely a flesh wound.
Bungee sticks.
Jeez, this is come out of a children's story.
The rabbit falls with you. And the both of you are down in a 10-foot deep hole.
Look
shot-
how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Do you guys see the rope?
I have a rope, and I ask out, can anybody anchor this rope for me?
I can. I'll use. I'll grab the end of his rope and tie it off to a tree.
Okay. So yeah, you should. Ropes basically make it really easily, but you need to roll a rope use
How'd you roll that?
plus dex if you don't have any points in it.
Oh, shit.
Who?
Didn't mean to do that.
The person tying the rope has to do it.
Yeah, the person tying the rope needs to.
There you go. Welp.
So yeah, you give a tug on it, and it doesn't. Well, you, Therazar, you give a tug to pull yourself up out of the hole, and the rope comes loose before you can even get yourself on the side of the wall.
Want to try that again?
Yeah,
Sure.
Arthur apparently can't tie it, so someone else will have to.
Oh, that's what that means? Oh, okay.
For now, yeah.
Any day.
Is
Anybody
anyone else
else
going to tie it? Or are you guys going to help them out?
I can
I guess there's
try,
only two people
sure.
who can, right?
I was about to say, all I'm
Yeah.
able to do is stand there and stare at these hands, which just don't appear to know how to tie a knot for some reason.
I look over at George. And like, you still got that meat, right?
What's your dex,
There's
Cyrus?
some rabbit here too.
Well, shoot, we can
My
survive down
bad.
here a few days. We can wait for him to figure it out.
Heck yeah. Wait, what if the llama?
You know what you could do?
like,
You guys could
reached
just
his neck
hold
down.
on to it. So yeah, you also
Wait,
don't
you
like.
said that-
He ties it again. Cyrus is like, "Here, let me do that." And you try to pull yourself up again, and you actually get a little bit further, but this time it gives way and you fall back down to the pit. Not far enough to hurt yourself, but yeah, they don't seem to know how to tie knots. At least not this kind of knot for this kind of situation. You guys could potentially just heave them up out by holding the other end of the rope.
Their strength
Can we
checks, I
just
don't
give that up
trust it.
to the bear?
Oh yeah, the bear's here too. You could do that.
The
Absolutely.
bear can help you pull. But I'm like, I'm a pretty big person. They ain't pulling me out of here. How tall is it?
10
It's
feet.
10 feet.
10 feet? I'm 6 foot. I could probably jump and grab that ledge.
Maybe.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
I
Are
need
you
to
gonna try to do that?
I need to consult something real quick.
Okay.
Is he gonna have to roll acrobatics to try to Shaquille O'Neal this shit?
He wouldn't roll acrobatics. He'd roll climb. I mean, you could roll acrobatics, but you'd need like.
Wait,
I'm
a 50
consulting
to
my
get that high.
cantrip list.
Wait,
To get a
Wait a
4-foot
second.
leap?
No, he needs to make a 10-foot leap because it's from his feet. If he's
Well,
leaping.
no, and remember,
What are you saying,
my arms
George?
are rather long.
wait. The side of this wall, like of this pit, is just dirt, right? It's just like someone just dug a big hole.
It actually has like stones laid into the side of it, and in the ground. That's kind of what you hurt yourself on.
I mean, there should
There's
be a
smooth
climb.
stones. They're not.
Meanwhile,
like,
the entire time they're trying to figure this out, I'm going to go ahead and take a look around and see if there's anything out there that may have set
you
this
did,
up.
and I whispered you.
I what? Oh, god fucking damn. Okay.
Sorry, I should have said something. Same goes for me. I should let you guys know when I whisper you.
All right, guys, more of those slithering tracks are around here.
Any idea which way they went?
GM?
Okay.
Hold on.
Holding.
Dude, my arm's getting tired. Hurry up.
My mom's
Looks like they
dead.
head off to the east of you guys.
Can you count how many?
To
I'm
answer
still.
the
I'm
question-
speaking to Arthur.
Right, and I know. Arthur, you're not. Are you familiar with this kind of track apart from what you've seen the past couple days?
No.
So you're not entirely sure because it's not feet. It's a large snake. It might just be one, but yeah, it might be a bunch that are like overlapping each other. But a snake does that with its own slithering. So you're not really sure. You might be able to roll it now though.
What would I roll?
Knowledge or something. I don't know.
I'd say survival because you're looking at tracks.
Wait a second. What the heck?
Survival could do it. Yeah.
How did I acquire all of these?
+2 on tracking, so that's 17.
So you're pretty comfortable saying that it's not a bunch. It's one or two of whatever's leaving the tracks. just
Right.
based on like the way that they're thing, and they're actually right around the pit itself.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to jump and climb out of here.
Okay.
Do you want me to
so
roll climb?
I don't
or-
think that you need to roll your jump. Just roll your climb. Yeah, you're able to get out.
Neat.
What are you doing, George?
I might try the same thing.
Okay, go ahead. Oh dear. Nope.
God damn.
You slipped.
I still have my rope on me. Is there a skill I need for rope use?
Yeah, rope use.
Is there? I can't see it.
It would be at the bottom because you would have hand added it manually.
I did not, so it's not there.
Yeah, and that's fine. You still have it.
So can I attempt to tie it off for him?
Yeah, absolutely. Just add your dex to it if you don't have any points in it.
It's a little better, I guess.
It's worse than my roll.
I don't even want to
You're
try
also
this rope.
lighter than mine. Lighter than me.
All right, I'll try.
Yeah, Therazar, you're able to tie it.
Okay.
Do I gotta roll strength or dex to try to
You
climb,
just climb out. You have the help of a rope, and
Oh,
it's
just
tied
so.
off. So yeah, now there's a big hole in the ground.
Wow, gotta watch where I step next time.
Did anyone ask me anything that I haven't responded to?
Nope.
Are you continuing on your way now that everyone's out, or are you doing following the tracks to the east, or what?
I
Are you
took a
doing?
look around.
Okay.
Looking for
Forest?
specifically looking for movement that is not in our party.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, roll a perception. What were you gonna say, Arthur?
I think we should follow these tracks and find whatever's doing this. I'm not sure if it innately means harm to us, but we should probably track down the danger and figure out exactly what it is so that we don't fall into something like this again.
It was in the middle of the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely for people.
No, it's in the middle of a deer trail that you guys are following.
I look over at Grizz and like kind of rhetorically, not really rhetorically, but like, I don't know, what do you think? He starts coughing up blood and I'm like, as long as it'll help cure Grizz faster. So I'm willing to follow you if you think it will help us.
I think it'll help us not be dead when we finally find the cure.
Shrug. Fair enough.
Do you think that witch has any food?
The forest has tons. What do you need?
I mean, like baked goods. Usually witches have like.
All sorts of different like pastries.
I proceed to ignore him at this point.
Wouldn't some nice bread sound good? Maybe with some icing on it.
Wait, hold on. Don't do anything. Yep, I say sure does and pull out one of my 5 loaves of bread and eat it.
All right.
But there was no.
So what are you
icing
guys
on
doing?
Fuck, kid.
I legitimately
Like,
do
some
have
people wanna
5
follow
loaves
the
of bread,
tracks,
so
some people want to find the cure. What are you guys doing?
I'm following Arthur, so whatever he decides.
I'm following the tracks.
Okay, and what about the rest of you?
Yeah,
Just
follow
follow
those
the
guys.
We just
Okay.
walked off,
It's
so
an
I hope
danger.
you're following.
They actually go on for quite a while. You'll lose it occasionally, but after just like a little bit further, you pick it up again. Primarily due to inconsistencies in the ground and what was there to pick up the track or to pick the
As we're walking,
for a track to be made. But yeah, it starts to get late, dark and cold. As you into the rest of the day as you guys are watching it.
As
Or
we're
following
walking, I do turn to Arthur and ask him, any idea how old these things are? The tracks, I mean.
So with your earlier roll, Arthur, you'd know that these have probably been here for a couple days.
Okay. Fairly old, couple days old.
And nothing triggered that trap before us? That's not a good sign.
I mean,
Well,
you're probably eating a little too much. Probably broke because of your weight.
they put out a rabbit carcass, which means that they may have been hunting predators. If nothing came after it, there may be no predators in the area to have gone after it.
You hear that, Grizz? You're the only bear around here. Grizz, you feeling alright? That is the noise Grizz would have made, though.
Sorry, I just had fun making noise.
No, you're good.
After that minor revelation, I'm going to keep following the trails.
I'll silently be flanking him a couple feet
Yeah,
apart.
and as I said, this conversation, of course, would happen throughout that day, but
Keep playing
you
music
follow it
and
for 4
following.
or 5 hours, and you've gone quite a distance, and you are keeping up with it. It's very clear because it's so distinct from other tracks. Occasionally you'll see some tracks in one of the rivets, but whatever it is went quite a distance, and it's getting pretty late, and the sun is setting, and it's getting really dark.
We should make camp.
All we do is camp. Never anything exciting.
I don't know. I think that pit was enough excitement for one day.
I mean, what if we head back to the tavern and have some drinks?
We're
What's
going to
the
be camping
alternative?
for several days before we get back there.
So, are you guys having people on watch? Is what I meant to say.
I say to the group, we should be very vigilant tonight. We don't really know this area very well, and there's clearly creatures lurking.
I'm going to go ahead and take a half a night, set up some traps.
I'll take the other half.
Sounds like you got it covered. I'm going to sleep.
And I'm gonna lean up against the llama and try to sleep.
So, Arthur, you taking first then?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Can you export another thing of your thing, Arthur? Another character sheet PDF for me? Green, please? Because you made changes. I know you did.
It's not green.
1 second.
Oh, you didn't export it. I did.
Yes.
I can actually just look in here.